Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. JC here with another video on Action Taimanin. Today we're gonna check all the things that the update brought. But before we start, don't forget to leave a like, share and subscribe if you enjoy the content. So let's begin with what's important. We already have a couple new gachas if you want to do that. We right now have Fantasma. She's a limited supporter. We already know the effect, they publish it. If you don't know, she deals 70% of damage to a random enemy and reduces the speed of the enemy by 10% for 5 seconds and has a 20% chance to affect 2 enemies. So that's odd. The number of copies increases by a lot. It's not up to where is she? I'm just going to do this. It goes up to 6, I think. I was lucky and I got 2 copies in the gacha and I hit pity, so that's another copy, and I bought the other one on the dessert shop, so that's 4 copies. I'm missing one, but I'm not going to get it because you get... I'm not sure if I should call it low benefit on the amount of copies, because as you can see, if you max it out, you're gonna get 6 enemies that are affected by these, but like this I want to use for my super slow strategy against Taimanin, and that's only 1 enemy, so I don't know if it's necessary to get more copies, because if you do super slow, you don't need the HP and you don't need to affect multiple enemies, so I mean, it's always good to have more HP. Also, she increases ally damage by 12% towards enemies with debuffs. That's pretty easy to achieve because you're inflicting the slow. And she summons an orb that the active says, summon an orb that chases the enemy for 20 seconds that periodically deals damage, or 120% of damage to the surrounding enemies, decreasing their damage. It is an interesting attack. It is kind of a summon, so yeah, that's fine. The only thing is that they don't say if this is permanent, if it activates periodically whenever you use a skill. It doesn't say the activation condition. It's just like this happens, and it's like with what frequency you affect enemies with a 20% chance. I mean, if it's like every second, then the 20% it's not important because you're all going to activate it. So I don't get how exactly this worked. Grimoire didn't change it. I expect them to change this. They probably will change it in the future so that it's worded in a more efficient way, and I'll test it later. I already have her. We also have another gacha here for Noah's weapon, Mr. Wonder Bear. Mr. Wonder Bear, it is the renewal weapon. It looks nice, but I am not sure what to think about this. It has an increases speed by 18%. That goes up to 16%. That's nice. It's acceptable. When using a character skill, summons a familiar at a 32% chance for 8 seconds, every 3 seconds. So you can use this every 3 seconds, and you can summon a familiar. It's not guaranteed. And if you summon a familiar, you're going to increase the damage by 10% per each familiar that is summoned. This, I'm not sure if it's restricted by the weapon or if also other kind of familiars count, like maybe the one from the supporter, the limited supporter, and the one from the one of the skills. So yeah, that's something that we gotta check. But honestly, I think that usually you're gonna do like 20% damage increase on this weapon, 30 at most. If you're using the 4th slot, maybe you're gonna do a more, between 30 and 40%, especially if you use the supporter. So yeah, it is kind of balanced. It has a ton of effects and it's balanced in my opinion. I don't think it's broken, but I have to check. Like, my assessment on Oboro wasn't accurate at the beginning. The weapon is really busted. So we'll see how good this is. So if you want to roll for this, is okay. Noah, of course, if we have this, that means that Noah has her renewal. Checking the packs, we have a very, very pleasant surprise. So Noah Brown Reborn pack. The Reborn pack now adds Magatama change tickets. Magatama attribute change ticket. You are 4 of them. That's very good. And 2 enchant booster 50%. So they increase the value significantly. These items are not available. They should be available in an F2P way, but just by adding this and keeping the price, they increase the value significantly, and maybe you want to buy this. In fact, I am thinking about getting this one because this gives like 6 skins. Number one, it gives the new skin World Tour that we don't have yet. It's gonna be released next week, so that's very valuable. These also give 4 skins that are 350 gems. So if you want to buy this and you already have this, you're gonna get a ton of gems. It also gives you the beach skin, the summer skin. It also gives you a copy of Noah, a copy of Mr. Wonderbird, but most importantly, it gives you a copy of the character release limited supporter. God, I wish they did this sooner. This is very, very good. I mean, Asuka has its own. Not all the characters that they have released had their own. For example, Astaroth had. I wish they added this with Astaroth. But, well, in any case, it's a thing, and maybe now you want to get it just because of this. It's insane value. They also reduced the price. Look at this. It's $36. And it used to be the same as a pack for the character here. Where is Noah? Here she is. It used to be like this. It was the same value, the same price. So now this is super good. Maybe you want to get both. It's just, I said this was the month of the wallet, but I wasn't expecting this. It is just too good. Now both packs are really, really good. And not only that, they're also giving you enough fibers and nanometals to craft the skin, the friendship skin. So yeah, it's insane value. I love what they did here. Good job, Remory. Now, we also have the luxury box package. This is a difficult choice. As I mentioned previously, you can get these that give you more value. They are a little bit more pricey, but they are more valuable because they give you a roll, a guaranteed roll. They give you the nano machine. They give you 25 of this. It is insane value. So the thing is, these ones have items that are not as valuable. It depends on your position in your progress in the game. For example, for me, you see that I have 43 of these. These are worthless. If I get one of these, it is going to be rough. If I get multiples, it would be worse. But getting these, getting UR tickets, 10 UR tickets in one roll, that would be amazing. The one that I prefer, of course, is the nano machines. That's the one that I want the most. But I gotta admit, 10 tickets is just very valuable, even a little bit more than nano machines. 5 crystals is not great, but it's not that bad either if you haven't completed all the characters, and I haven't, so yeah. So this buy it if you want. If you want to hit the 5 of them, they're going to give you a present where you can exchange it for whatever you want, basically either tickets or the corresponding Demonitor Nano Machine, because Crystal you shouldn't, and Crystal Mirage and Crystal Kit you shouldn't with this ticket. So yeah, it is $18. It is pricey, yet not as pricey as it usually is, but the usual pack give you more value. That's the thing. So I think it is risky, so I don't recommend it. if you're a low investor. If you're willing to invest, go for Noah's packs. These are way too good. Even if you don't like Noah, I mean, the Nemonite is always good. And this giving you the limited supporter for Noah, it's amazing, guys. It's just great. So, especially because this is very, very, very popular. So let's see. What else? So we have Noah, Luxury Pack, the Pickup Gachas, the event. So we have Silent Girl and Succubi on the Run. This is going to be an event, the usual event. On box number 10 we have Crystal Kits, as usual, nothing new. And we have the supporter, Sayo Mifuyu. What does she do? Well, when using a skill, fires a node that chases the enemy, dealing 60% damage. Let's say 120% damage when maxed out. Has a 30% chance to increase the critical rate of the enemy damage with the noise by 10% for 8 seconds. So, Gary actually let me know something very, very good. This seems like a demerit and a bad effect, but it's actually pretty good. It's only 10%. So it's not that big of a deal. And the most important thing is that the enemy is getting a buff. And that allows you to use now another supporter that proc on buffed enemies. This is gonna be better for players who have the heavy Sheikah pack. In my case, it's not that great, and I don't like the effect of getting like damage on the passive. If it was a stat increase, I would be very glad about this. But it, like, you wouldn't activate this passive to inflict damage, to increase the critical rate of the enemy. So I don't know, Gremory, think of a way to buff the enemy while also giving us stats rather than this wacky effect of dealing damage. Because I rather have a damage increase or a good debuff than this. While buffing the enemy so that I can use now. Yeah, this is gonna be awesome, guys. This opens the door for a new kind of supporters that buff the enemy, that had the demerit to buff the enemy, and we can use that to our advantage. So let's hope that Gremory explores a little bit more this kind of effect, this kind of demerit, and we can take advantage of that. Also, the active conjures a loudspeaker that deals damage to the enemy in front, increases damage taken from enemies by 15% and speed by 5%. Increases damage taken from enemies. I think that's a debuff on yourself. And increases your speed by 5%. Okay, I mean, it is okay. It is okay. The most important thing is the merit, which you can use to your advantage, actually. So, yeah. I don't think she's a great supporter, but the art is nice, and the design is what really matters, because she allows for a new kind of demerit that we can take advantage of, and let's hope that Gremory uses that a little bit more in the future. Let's see. We also have surprise campaigns. So we have AP multiplier increase on event stages. That's going to be great. We're going to do more runs. And we have extra arena coins for battle arena. That's great. That's amazing. So we can start farming arena coins. I mean, I already have a bunch of these, but you never know. It's guys, as you can see, here we have a voucher for the butterfly weapon. So get this and also the crystal. Yeah, that's why we farm. That's why we do this. Yeah, guys, we're gonna get a bunch of butterfly weapon tickets. So unfortunately, when used, you can select one. Excellent, it's selected. So I already have this one maxed out, and I don't know I have all of these, but I don't know which is at S level 2. One is at S level 2. So I'll wait until I have all the tickets to decide where I'm going to allocate those copies. And yeah, so farm, because you want to buy those, definitely. Also, remember, when you farm, you want to be using your tablets. Right now in these campaigns, always use your tablets. Where are the tablets? Where are the tablets? I swear they are here. You want to use tablet of assault and tablet of survival to get more points. And another tip, guys, in this event, it's still open, so that's great. You can farm infinitely tablets of assault and tablets of survival, because you can just exchange these demonite shard high with the materials that you farm, and then you exchange them for the corresponding tablets, just so that you increase your your arena coin earn. So yeah, this campaign is super good, guys. Also, event mission, complete event missions, and you're gonna get resources. I don't know which are all the resources, but as you can see, we're gonna get some good resources. And play the arena 15 times, and you get this 3,000 coins. This is super great for new players. Please do it, because you want the arena coins. This is a third, almost a third of what you need to buy your first UR weapon, arena weapon. And those are the campaigns. We also have, of course, we still have the campaign for Lapis release, and we have the campaign for Noah. As you can see, I still need to use Noah, but I have her leveled up. So let's see. By leveling up Noah, we get a bunch of plants, and and 2 coins, and a couple crystals also. And let's see. I know that was awakening. This is leveling up. So yeah, materials, good materials, nice materials. A crystal, yes. I really need that. And I bet this is going to give me a ticket for the weapon. I think that... Okay, I'm missing 1 copy of the weapon, because this I have 5 out of 5. So yeah, I can actually take advantage of that, and I'm going to do this. I know it's not a good idea, I should actually roll it, but I am one of those guys that goes 5 out of 5 if possible. I'm not going to use Demonite for this, but I'm going to try to enhance it as F2P as I can. So yes. And there we go. What else do we have? Let's see. Yeah, World Tour. Right now we only have these 2. They are back. But next week I bet we're gonna get the new ones. So be prepared for that. Let's see. We have the Golden Pass, guys. If you want to get the Flamenco Phantom. Phantom Flamenco. Shiranui. I really don't like this skin, but I always like the tickets. Yeah. So, and besides, the stats are always good. So yeah, if you want to get the Golden Pass, that's another thing. We still have the pick of gacha for Nagi. I gotta admit, guys, both items are pretty good. And Asagi Mania not just uploaded, like a couple days ago, uploaded a video showing us Felicia as a debuff, how can I say, extender, let's say, debuff extender using Witchu, Lapis, and D supporter. So yeah, the speed increase is really good. So yeah, maybe you do want the copies. Something else noteworthy. I don't have the logging. I am recording not like just before the just after the maintenance. It's been an hour or so. So yeah, but we still don't have the logging bonus. So you'll see the logging bonus. It's a bunch of good materials. And of course, we already said that we have the renewal of Noah, but we haven't checked Noah. And we are not going to check Noah just yet. Just a quick preview. She now has a new kind of debuff. And we're gonna check something very quickly. She has her passive that says apply predation by 20%. But the Grimoire forgot to say when again. When are we applying predation? Just because we exist, the enemy has predation, has a debuff? No, that's not the case. I already checked. Just by being there, I'm not applying predation. And I don't see that I apply predation by just standing there or attacking or using a skill. I don't know exactly where this, how this works. So yeah, Juliet's Sneer. This one is new. This one is, how can I say it? They rework it, and basically now that I see, kind of all of her skills have super armor now. Super armor here, super armor here, super armor here, super armor here, super armor here. This one doesn't, and this inflicts debilitate. Super armor here, super armor here. I'm not sure if this used to have super armor, but it's good that she isn't getting interrupted. And let's see, debilate, it's here on this sinister living dummy. And Juliet's Sneer, no, it's not here. It was on Robert's Revenge on red. So Robert Revenge, this skill is so good. It was already good, but red was like whatever. And now it has a niche. So you can use it in any color, and this is great. This is amazing. So yeah, we're gonna analyze this later, but the only thing that you really want to know is that we have more buffs and debuffs. Let's check that super quickly. So, immunity to melee attacks, immunity to range attacks. These are new buffs. Nice, I like it. There's going to be a way to apply this, and I mean, they are pseudo invincibility. They only affect one side of the spectrum, but they are appreciated. I don't know how they're gonna apply them, but that's fine. Increase damage against machine, against human, against demons. Maybe, and that's just maybe, Grimoire is going to listen to our suggestions and do modes where we have different buffs and different debuffs to do certain kind of gameplays or runs. So yeah, that seems nice. I mean, I don't remember seeing this before. I should check the videos where I analyze the debuffs and buffs. So the important one, the one that you want to see here, debilate, reduces HP restoration effect by 80%. So yeah, no, it's gonna be a PvP character now. I mean, not only a PvP character, that's also good, especially for newer players, for those bosses that have HP recovery, like Edwin. Edwin is pretty annoying whenever he hits you, but if you inflict debilate, then the bats are not going to restore as much HP. Also, there's this one enemy, let me just go here. When I was playing in the other account, the low account, I was doing an event, and one of the bosses was this guy. And this guy applies a regen buff, and it was very annoying. And the same can be said about Lapis. I remember that I didn't finish that because the regen was pretty strong. So, for newer players, Noah is now a viable option. I mean, unless you want to get it at the very beginning, but you shouldn't. The idea is that you level up a character and you're able to beat the enemy even though they are healing. But if you want to cut the healing, then you can use Noah now. That's amazing. I mean, when starting on your account, because once you are in an account like mine, you're going to delete the enemy before they heal, so it doesn't really matter. So yeah, we have a good amount of things this month. I am definitely going to get these ones. I really want to try my luck, but if I want buy one of these, I'm going to buy all of them, and it's expensive, so I don't know. Because this is a big loss, and this is acceptable but not the best, and this, I don't know why I feel more appeal towards the ticket than than the nano machines. It should be the other way around, but okay. So yeah, that's about it, guys. I hope you find this useful, and tell me, are you going to get something this month? I mean, there's a ton of really good value packs in this month. I don't know what I'm going to do. And well, good luck on your rolls for whatever you want to get. The limited character release supporter Phantasm. Maybe you want to go for Momochi, or maybe the new weapon. Well, in any case, good luck on your rolls, and I'll be seeing you next time. Bye.